Yeah, hi. This is a demonstration of my ability to code in HTML. I've already opened up several files here and have them on my browser already. The first one right here is just a simple web page. It's nothing very fancy. It's just to show how I can do some layouts and things like that. I should mention that all of these files that I'm demonstrating here were done directly in HTML using Notepad, so I didn't use anything like Dreamweaver or anything like that. I just did this on a hardcore basis, so this shows that I can directly code in HTML and know what it's all about. So as I said, this is a simple page just to show some layouts and setting up some tags and so forth for formatting. This is another simple page. It's actually several pages. What's interesting here is it's got some internal links within the page itself. For example, if I click on this, it will take me down to the bottom of the page to the hours. So if I scroll back up, that's there. Similarly, the staff and classes here. And yes, if I click on memberships, that actually takes me to a different page, and facilities also takes me to a link on the bottom page there. So it's actually two pages with membership being the second page, but on the home page you have all these other elements at the bottom of that home page. So that's that demonstration. This is the next one here. It's a little site called Pixel. They sell cameras. Basically, what's interesting here, when you first load this, I'll do a refresh. It's got sort of a pixelated fade in. This is a good page because it's like a starting page. You don't come back to this page. This could have warnings on it and so on and so forth. It could be a login page here as well. So when you enter here, once you enter, you're not going to be able to get back to that page. And then this is just showing again some layouts with some sidebars, menus, and it does have, for example, here 3 other pages we can link to for different cameras. We can go back to the home page from each of these as well. So here's the TC250. You can go directly between these pages as well. Don't have to go back to the home page. But as you can see, we can't get back to that initial pixelated fade in enter page. That's the index file, and there's no way to get back to that. This next one is, again, nothing too fancy. There are no links or transitions or anything like that. It's just showing that I can do in HTML directly without using any sort of WYSIWYGs to build this. I did this again in Notepad directly in HTML, and I built all these. Obviously, I didn't build a picture. I had a JPEG file, but I was able to do all these titles and sidebars and setting up the spacing, doing floating images, floating boxes, and getting the shading in over here. And that's about it for that demonstration of that page. On this page, this is just showing I can do in HTML in order form. Now, this doesn't link to any sort of shopping cart, nor does it link to any sort of database for storing or submitting your order. You can actually use this form. If you want, you can enter items in there, my address, and so forth. Enter anything you want in here. These are radio buttons, so you can only click one or the other. So once you click one, only one's going to click. So if you change it, it's going to erase the previous one. There's no way to change or to delete this now. So once you have it in there, it's done, unless you want to. And I'll just to show here, these buttons obviously, as I said, don't link to a shopping cart, and there's no database to submit this to. So, but I can reset the page simply by doing that. And this is basically showing that when you have a selection, something like this that's limited, you may not, in order to prevent fat fingering errors in, you may want to give them a pop-up list or a drop-down list like this, where it's basically you have to select from one of the 12 valid alternatives. In this case, we have only a few years entered, but you could add as many years as you want out that would be reasonable. And of course, deleting any previous years, because if, for example, all these would be stale because it's 2013 right now, so we wouldn't want any of these dates in there, so we'd make 2013 on out into the future for several years. And that's it for this page that I did. This is something I did using a cascading style sheet, and the cascading style sheet was actually separate from the other files. So this gives you better control over a website if you had common elements, either like in a header or footer that you didn't want to change from web page to web page. And if you wanted to make a change, you could make it in one place only. You wouldn't have to go to every page to make those changes. So this is also demonstrating some setting up some grids and so forth here. And these do not work here, although they show that they're active link, but they don't go there. But what these buttons should be working, for example here, there we go, this is January, so I can go to February, and please notice that the header here didn't change at all because that's in a cascading style sheet. And we can go to March. There are only 3 months that we put in here. And I should also point out, we were trying to, in this grid for the calendar, highlight certain days in different colors. And we can go back again to the other pages. And just to show you, there's home pages and tickets, although I have links, they don't go anywhere. So it's basically a dead space, if you will. This next one is showing, I'm embedding a little video clip here. And I'm using classes in this case. I'm incorporating classes for this web page. There are no links to any other pages, but this is a little interesting. Not really well, let me go up here first and show the video. So I can get this video going. It just shows that the video runs, and I'll just let that run out. And it's just showing that I can embed a video in here, a video file. And this down here is interesting because, as I said, we're using classes to build this, especially some of these buttons and so forth. There are instructions in here how to use this. So I'm going to, not to get into what fractals are, which is what this web page is about, but basically I'm going to select this and redraw it, and you'll see now it's in a much clearer, with higher definition or high def. For the zoom in button, I click this, and I come up here, and I would do this, and this would zoom me in, except I think I've zoomed in too far here. So let me go back out to here. But let me just switch. I can also switch from one fractal to the other. Here we go. Similarly here, this is a different type of fractal system, if you want to call it that. Showing that, so I can switch back now. Here I am there. So let me try this zoom in again. I should be able to go there. It's zooming in, but it's a very high zooming in here, it looks like. So it gets a very, very great magnification. So that's probably why I'm getting all this very heavy red. And this last one incorporates a JavaScript, and basically the JavaScript controls this little box here. This is a quote. It basically displays a random quote. So if I were to refresh this page, and it also has links to external sites which are no longer valid, but I can refresh this page, and you should see, yes, there we go. The quote here is changing. So this is using a JavaScript here to do that. So, and that's it for my demonstration for my HTML coding. Again, I did this in HTML directly, did not use a WYSIWYG. I used Notepad very simply. I just coded it all in hardcore with HTML. That's it. I hope you enjoyed my demonstration. Thank you.